If this message speaks to you, don't just like it, pass it on. Share it directly with someone who needs to hear it, because messages like this don't always reach everyone they should. Thank you and enjoy. The right to vote was won and then stolen. After the Civil War, during Reconstruction, something amazing happened. Black men voted for the first time. Some were elected to local councils, state legislatures, even the U.S. Congress. For a short time, it looked like America might finally live up to its promise. But many white leaders were furious. They saw black voters as a threat to their power, and they made new rules to take the power back. How'd they do it? Starting in the 1800s, Southern states passed laws that looked legal but were designed to keep black people from voting. Poll taxes, you had to pay money to vote, money most black families didn't have. Literacy tests, you had to read and answer tricky questions. Tests were made impossible for black voters to pass. The grandfather clauses, you could only vote if your grandfather had voted, blocking all black men because their grandfathers had all been enslaved. White primaries. Only white people could vote in the elections that really mattered. On top of that, violence was everywhere. Groups like the Ku Klux Klan threatened, beat, and even killed black voters. I saved my pennies to pay the tax. I learned to read for their test. But then I stood in line and they laughed and said, "Not here, not you." My vote disappeared. The Supreme Court turned away when black leaders challenged their unfair laws in court. The Supreme Court, which should have protected their rights, said states had the power to set their own rules. This gave Jim Crow segregation even more strength. Voting wasn't just hard, it became dangerous. Why did they do this? Because voting is power, and those in power knew if black people could vote freely, they could change everything. So they wrote rules that looked like law and order, but were really designed to erase black voices. The cost of losing the vote? Without the vote, black communities lost the power to protect schools and land, the ability to elect leaders who care about them, a say in the laws that controlled their lives. The government turned its back. The white politician used the law to silence millions. So ask yourself, why would those in power be so afraid of black people voting? How can a law be legal but still unfair? What happens to a community when their voices are erased? What can you do? Learn about the voting struggles that shaped America. Understand why voting rights still face challenges today. Speak up when anyone's voice is being silenced by unfair rules. They said everyone can vote, but then they wrote laws to make sure we couldn't. The ballot box was supposed to be a door to equality, but they slammed it shut and locked it tight. The invisible rules didn't just block votes, they stole them. If you're still here, thank you for hanging out this long. Please hit the like and subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that I can bring you more content like this.